Hello, BCC families, and welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Sean Tracy, and I'll be your child's hip hop history and culture teacher for the semester. Before we get into what hip hop history and culture is, I'd like to start off by telling you a little bit about myself. So, I was born and raised in Silver Spring, Maryland. I'm a product of MCPS. I attended all of the BCC feeder schools from Rosemary Hills to North Chevy Chase to Westland, and even attended BCC for 3 years before transferring to the Bullis School to pursue my basketball career. After graduating from Bullis in 2002, I received a full athletic scholarship to play basketball at Drake University, where I finished up in 2006 with my BA in journalism and mass communication. Because I'm a lifelong learner and love school so much, I went back to get my master's in education from GW, where I finished up in 2010. This is year number 13 for me in MCPS. I spent my first few years as a paraeducator before going back to get my master's, um, 12 of which I spent in the special education department. So this is my first year at the social studies department, and I've taught a multitude of subjects, everything from NSL to modern world history to U.S. history. Some random facts about myself. I've been happily married to my high school sweetheart for 6 years. She's a BCC grad from the class of 2001. Excuse me. I have three daughters, Sayla, Syra, and Sol, who is 3 weeks old. I'll be entering my ninth season as the boys varsity basketball coach. We had an awesome run back in 2015 where we were the state finalists, and I received the Coach of the Year award. So, welcome to Hip Hop History and Culture. Your child's class will meet on A Day from 1:40 to 2:40. In this class, it's really one of a kind. Your child is a part of history. This is the first hip hop history and culture course ever at BCC, only the second in the county. I had the privilege to team up with a colleague over at Blair High School, and we created the curriculum a few summers ago. So in this class, we're going to look at, the creation of hip hop, the evolution of hip hop, and how hip hop has really, catapulted into a global cultural phenomenon. So there would be 5 units of study. We're going to start off with the history of hip hop. Then we're going to take a look at the cultural development and see how it then transitioned into social justice, how the media has played a role in hip hop. And then lastly, we're going to take a look at, how it has become an entrepreneurship and business model for young, urban youth that are coming out of, some of our inner cities. So during our class meetings, students will participate in discussions, debates, they'll collaborate with their classmates. We're really going to immerse ourselves in the culture. We're not only going to listen to hip hop songs and analyze and critique the lyrics, but we're going to really look at all the elements that make hip hop what it is. We're going to get an opportunity, a very unique opportunity, to engage in Q&As with different guest speakers from all walks of life, especially some of the industry leaders. We're going to bring in artists. We're going to have DJs. We're going to have producers, videographers, urban fashion designers, and radio personalities. Why do I love this course so much? First and foremost, I'm from the hip hop generation. That was one of the first genres of music that, I took a liking to. And like I said, we're really making history. This is the first time that a course like this has been offered. I went to our former principal a few years ago with the idea, and what really pricked my curiosity about it was, I noticed that a lot of elite universities, Harvard, Yale, Duke, Stanford, they're studying hip hop at the collegiate level. So my thought process was, why not study at the high school level? The majority of these high school students are walking around with their AirPods in, and they're listening to hip hop. In fact, hip hop is now the number one genre of music that's consumed worldwide. And another thing I like about this course is that, just getting an opportunity to see how little the students know about, the origin of hip hop, the history of hip hop, and how it has evolved to what it is today. How can you help your students with this course? You can expect your students to be engaged in discussions, participating in group work, listening to brief lectures by myself, watching assigned videos, listening to hip hop, and doing course readings. We're going to keep it light in terms of assignments, just one or two per week. And again, the idea is not to just throw information at students and then assess them at the end of the week, but more so to get them to think critically and to have courageous conversations about hip hop culture, and for them to really get a chance to experience how it has evolved to what it is today. If you have any questions or concerns, the best way to reach me is through email. My email is right on the bottom of the screen at Sean_C_Tracy at mcpsmd.org. You can also find my email on the BCC website. So please reach out if you have any questions. All right, I'm going to leave you with a quote by a hip hop artist, Yassine Bey, also known as Mos Def. Um, he said, "Hip hop is a beautiful culture. It's inspirational because it's a culture of survivors. You can create beauty out of nothingness." So, again, thank you for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe during these very uncertain times, and hopefully, I'll see you all sooner than later. Peace.